was watching film all the time, spent all my student loan on going to the theatre, like Royal Court and things, and it just really captured my imagination. And I went to a couple of sort of open auditions and stuff, and a casting director kept my details, and it sort of felt crazy that it was all sort of snowballing. I just thought I'd go and meet this woman and say hi and try and read coherently, and that was it. My now agent had his ear to the ground, and I went to go meet him, and he was lovely and mad person took me on, so I'm really glad. When you're playing a character, it's sort of, you just feel like them, you feel their emotions. If you're doing like the really emotional scene from Romeo and Juliet, and you feel like that, and you're two people on stage, and it feels like you're in love with them, and that's how it feels. And you don't notice what you're doing. It's only afterwards that you look back and go, oh, I did that right. Okay, cool. I didn't realise at the time, or whatever. And it's that sort of similar quality to sort of, eventually, when you're speaking, it feels, someone shouts cut, and it's wonderful when you almost snap back into reality and we're like, oh, and the words have obviously come out of your mouth, which are from the script, but they feel like they're happening. You feel like you're having a conversation with someone. I suppose that performance side has always been there since I was very, very young. So my first proper sort of full-on working every day job was when I filmed Albatross. It just suddenly dawned on me, oh my God, I'm gonna make a film for 6 weeks. That's insane. Why the hell has anyone let me do that? Yeah, I sort of came back, sort of, I don't know, what do they say? You catch the bug. I think I got the bug on that island, so it was an amazing experience. So, perfection as a thing terrifies me. I don't think it exists, and if it does, that's interesting. So I enjoy characters who are flawed, whether they know it or don't. But odd people, I don't like the idea of playing someone who's one tone and that's them, and just like a bitch or like clever or that. I don't know. Just I think no one is one thing, so I like to try and find characters that embody lots of different things. I don't have a sort of that's my goal and I'm going to get there, because I think if you do, once you reach there, you just, what do you do then? That's terrifying. Basically, if it scares me, I really want to do it, because I think when you're in a sort of sink and swim situation, but you're working, you can't sink. You really have to rise to the occasion, and you have to just throw yourself into that. And if you fall flat on your face, then fine, but you come away with something and knowing, like, okay, next time, don't do that. If it scares you that much or feels that impossible, you almost are freer, because you kind of think, well, surely you can't reach that moment, so you just throw your cares to the wind and just try something. Whilst there are those, well, sort of more notably, like sort of directors who do have a very certain visual style or way of doing things, I also think it is all about everyone coming together. It's sort of like a cake. If you miss out like the eggs, it's going to taste shit. Like, so it's got to all work together, and sometimes I don't think you can pinpoint why, and I really like that. I feel a bit like the kid who, right, so you want to get into the club, and so you queue up and you get in, the fake ID works, and you get in, they're like, cool, yeah, I'm inside. And then you get in and everyone knows you're underage. It's like, I know, I can tell. And it's sort of, sometimes it can feel like that when you're sort of included in these lists of people and you think, wow, okay. If someone says something about what you're doing or what you could do, it's like, you just got to step up and actually, don't, almost like, don't let them down, don't let, like, you've got to rise to sort of the situation. And if you're going to learn anything, you're going to learn it off those people. So, like, learn by doing, but just observing and trying to get better. I'm hungry for a character which is cold and mean. I think I'd love to play a baddie, hungry for something that would, because that would, I don't know, I'm a bit of a giggly idiot, so that would be a challenge, I think. I'm hungry for someone who's a scary character, mean.